Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. I'm back from my Spain vacation already. Can you believe it? That 10 days went by in a snap. Oh gosh, it was such a great time, but I missed you guys. But it was great to spend a little condensed time with my family, see another part of the world that was so unbelievably beautiful. Ibiza, Milan, Barcelona. Fabulous places to visit. I highly recommend. I'm going to put together a little vlog video for you guys that I'll probably put up early next week. But for this video, I just wanted to do a little chit chat, go over kind of the highlights of the trip, show you what I bought, and also update you about my next trip, which is to New York City in just over a week. So I had to get that into this video right away about the meet and greet. So as you guys may or may not know, I'm doing a meet and greet with Nisha of Sugar Puff and Fluff on Saturday, July 9th. So that's coming up in just over a week. I can't believe it's so quick on the heels of getting back from Spain, but I'm so psyched to go to New York. I'm so psyched to meet Nisha because this will be my first time meeting her live and in person. So we're going to be in the lobby of the W Hotel at Lexington Ave. There's a few W's in New York, so this is the one on Lexington, and we're going to be there from 4 to 6 p.m. So if you can drop in to see us during that time, that would be great. We'd love to meet you. We're going to have a lot of fun and chat about the normal things that we chat about, aging and makeup and hair and clothes. So we're looking forward to meeting everybody then. If you want the full address of the hotel, I'll put it in the information box below the video, and I'll also link Nisha's video below. So we're really looking forward to meeting each other live and in person, and we're really looking forward to meeting everyone who can make it to see us. So we hope you can make it that day. All right, so on to my little Spain trip. So I went for 10 days with my family. We stayed in Madrid for just one night, and then we flew to Ibiza, which is the White Island. It's a beautiful island off the coast of Spain. We stayed there for 3 or 4 days, and then we hopped over to Barcelona, and we spent 3 or 4 days in Barcelona before going back through Lisbon to come home. So we had a wonderful time. It was great being together. So I'll show you some video that I shot of places we went and the things we saw in another little video. But for this one, I wanted to show you the stuff that I bought because, as you guys know, I had just put out my sunscreen video right before I left. I'll put the link up here, and in case you want to go over and take a look at that one and see what were the best of the mineral sunscreens for this year. But a lot of people had written in, oh hey, if you're going to Spain, you really need to check out the European sunscreens because, of course, in Europe they have a lot more approved sunscreening ingredients than we do here in the US. So some of the sunscreens there and the Asian sunscreens are more elegant formulas. They have more options, and maybe some of their chemicals don't burn the eyes or irritate the skin. And some people have given me some ideas of which ones to look for. So I went to a few shops and looked around, and let me show you what I got. So the first one that someone had told me to look for was a brand called ISDIN, and so I saw a whole wall of these, and I picked up this one because it says Safe Eye Tech, so I thought maybe that meant that it would be a less irritating formulation. The way that the ingredients labels are on the American sunscreens is that they have to show the active ingredients as the sunscreening ingredients separate, but in Europe they don't do the labeling the same way, so the ingredients, they're just listed however they're listed. So I had to kind of pick through the ingredients like in Spanish. So anyway, I wasn't sure really what I was getting as far as sunscreening ingredients. So I'm going to have to look up each of these ingredients now that I'm home and see which one is the sunscreen. I did use this one quite a lot while I was there. It's a really nice thin liquid. It absorbs right into the skin. It doesn't leave any white cast or shininess. It works great under makeup, and it didn't burn my skin at all. Then another sunscreen that I picked up was by Rituals, and this one is their Sun Protection Face Cream Anti-Aging SPF 50. So this one, again, not sure exactly which are the sunscreening ingredients. I'm pretty sure this is a chemical and mineral mix. I did use this one time. It was okay. I didn't love it. It was a little shiny, and I know in Spain you can't return things as readily as we can in the States, so I just kept it and brought it home, and I figure I'll use it on my chest and my hands and whatever, like all those other ones that I tested in that video that I have now. So then I picked up this Evene SPF 50 Compact, and I thought this was a pretty cool little idea. They actually have one of these. Evene doesn't have it, but Amore Pacific has one that they sell here in the US that is an SPF 50 cream compact. It came in two colors, a light to medium and a medium to dark. So this is the light to medium. I thought it was okay for me. I didn't love it because, you know, I don't love the dewy, shiny look. But here's what the color looks like anyway. Can you see it? Not bad of a match. It looked pretty good on me. I wore it for the day and it wasn't uncomfortable. And my only problem with it is that you know how you have to put on the full like quarter teaspoon on your whole face. I'm sure that by just dabbing in this little sponge and applying it like makeup that I'm not getting a full quarter teaspoon. So I would never use it as my first line of sun defense. I would always put on like a liquid sunscreen lotion first. And then, but this I thought was a great idea for doing touch-ups. So something that you could carry with you that's really convenient because everyone's always asking how do I reapply after 2 hours. So this is a great way to reapply your sunscreen after 2 hours, and it's a nice little product. I also picked up, but haven't tried yet, the Helio Kerr Gel. I saw Lisa Eldridge talk about this one. This is, I guess, her favorite sunscreen. So I grabbed this one at the pharmacy on the last day when I went to pick up my retin-a. So I was so psyched. Another viewer had sent me a picture of what to look for, so I just pulled up the picture and said, can I have this? And she went back and got me one. And I was like, oh, dos? And she said, oh, no, uno. So I was like, okay. So thank goodness for smartphones, because then I just Googled where was the next open pharmacy, and it was about 10 blocks away. So then we walked over there, and I got my second tube. So that was awesome. Of course, I could have just gotten these at the airport and not had to run around all over the place on Sunday looking for it. That was kind of silly. And then onto the clothes. So in Spain, the big stores are Mango and Zara, and what is it? It's like Berkshire or something. There's one called Pull and Bear and a couple other things, but whatever town you go into, those are the big stores that are there. So once you've been into, you know, one or two Zara's, it's all the same. I was curious to see if they would have the same clothes in Zara as they have here in the States, because I had just been in Zara and bought a few things, and sure enough, they did have the same thing. So it's not like it was vastly different being in the one in Spain, except that it was massive. It was enormous. The selection was so much bigger than we get here in like a small Zara store. They have Zara Home, they have Zara Men's, they have Zara Kids. Here, I've only seen the women. So let me show you the clothes I bought over here. In Barcelona, we were staying about 4 blocks off the big shopping street with like Chanel and Versace, and you know, we popped into those stores, but you know, that's a little too rich for my blood, so I didn't really buy anything in there. But again, then we got down to Zara and Mango. I did buy a few things in Zara, so let me show you the items that I bought. First one is this jacket. So I saw this, I love this pattern on the hanger. It's like a bomber jacket where the pattern is more dense at the top and then it fades down to the bottom where it's just black, and I like this little army green ribbing around the edges. So that is an adorable jacket, and I think that was the only thing that I bought at Zara. Then I went into this store called Pull and Bear, and that was a really cute store, and in there I got this just plain black, it's like a let me put the tag inside. Whoops, 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 whoops. It's just a really long jersey, scoop neck, no sleeve, racer back dress. I thought this would be great just for wearing around the summer. The dress at Pull and Bear was $15.99, that's euros. I gotta say, the way people dressed in Ibiza, I loved it. They wore these like loose-fitting crop pants and these platform shoes, or else they had these like one-piece, I called them like a pajama suit, and I was dying for one of these pajama suits. And they just have like spaghetti straps, a V-neck, and then it just hangs straight from there into these wide floppy legs. And they just look so comfy, and I was like, I need one of those pajama suits. So I was in a store and I saw a pajama suit, and so I bought it. So I don't know when I'm gonna ever wear this, but you know what, it made me happy, and sometimes you just have to buy what makes you happy. It was $17.99, that's in euros. Here it is. So this is just really cute. The strap is in the back. So it just has a V-neck, little straps. Maybe I'll take pictures and put the pictures on the side, but this is just an adorable little pantsuit. So this is also from Pull and Bear. This is just a cute little top that they had. The stuff in Pull and Bear I didn't really try on. There was such a huge line in the dressing room that I was like, for these prices, I'm just gonna buy it and take it home and hope I love it. So I got this top. Isn't that cute? Little fit and flare kind of baby doll thing, and that was 20 euro, so a great price on that. And the one thing that I did splurge on is what I call an airplane blanket. It's basically like a cross between a poncho or a shawl. And I found this in a store that I, oh my gosh, so loved. I could have bought everything in that store. I probably should have bought more there, but I don't know. I bought my daughter a jumpsuit and I bought this, and then I felt like that was enough, but I feel like I could go back and get more. I hope they have an online store. I'm going to have to check. But this is a store called Maje. I think that's how you say it, M-A-J-E. But this is what I'm calling my airplane blanket. No sleeves, and it's like a rectangle of fabric with a slit in the front. So I'm always looking for something like this, because you know how it is in the airport. You go in there, you've got your traveling clothes on, you're going to a hot destination, and of course the airport and the airplane is freezing. And so I'm always freezing my buns off. So I'm always looking for something like this that's warm and snuggly and kind of just like a blanket drapey that you can just, you know, throw on, wrap up in. And so I wore this on the plane ride home. It kept me toasty warm. I was so cozy and felt nice. And I got this little top in a boutique in Evene. So I got these platform shoes at Corte Inglés. These are Carvela, Kurt Geiger. I'm going to see if I can link everything. I don't know about finding things that are European brands or European stores, but I'll try to link them and put the links below so that you can find the stuff easier if you like it. If you think that these are hideous, that's fine. You know, it's kind of an acquired taste. These remind me so much of shoes that I used to wear, you know, 15 years ago, when the last time these giant platforms were in. And they also reminded me so much of shoes that I wore back in the 70s, when the last time the giant platforms were in then. So you know, these things, they circle around, and they're back. And I'm so happy they're back, because I love nothing more than a pair of big, clunky, giant platforms. I know there's some people who would not be caught dead in these, but these are my mothership, totally my cup of tea. And I especially love it that they have this big, chunky, rubber, grippy sole on the bottom. So it just basically has this kind of like little lacy suede upper, and then these long tassels, so you tie it around your ankle. I'll have to put it on with an outfit with the jumpsuit, and you'll see how truly bomb I looked. But what can I say? When you see something and you love it, why not make yourself happy, right? You know what? The one thing I did learn on this trip is that Europeans are so much more, can I say, like, embraceful? Is that a word? They so much more embrace their individuality and their own bodies. Like, they seem so much more comfortable in their own skin than most Americans do. Like, at the beach in Ibiza, everyone, no matter what age you are, you wear a bikini. No one is like trying to hide themselves away in a one piece or wearing some, you know, giant shorts and t-shirt. Like, it didn't matter what your body looked like. You were at the beach, it was hot, you were gonna swim, most people were topless. You let it hang out, and it was so refreshing to see women comfortable enough in their own skin, like raised comfortably, raised not to be all, I would like it if, you know, more Americans could have that attitude and just be comfortable in whatever skin they're in. So that was great to see. I really did enjoy that. So how did I get off on that tangent? Because I was talking about the shoes, and like I said, I'm going to do a separate vlog to show you video of what Spain was like, with the beautiful places that we went to, when I did remember to bring out my video camera, and show you some pictures from the trip. So that's it for today's video. I just wanted to do the shopping and tell you about the meet and greet in New York. So let me know if you're going to come, so I can have an idea of how many to expect, and I will see you next time. So take care and have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.